Alright, what's up guys? Today I just want to do a really quick video on how to take care of the AC belt on the Subaru Legacys, particularly I think it's the 4th generation, basically like the 2005, 2008-ish engines. They have the delamination problem with the AC clutch. I'm just going to show you guys how to replace that clutch when you turn the AC on. It basically just, the belt is spinning, but it's not turning in the compressor. And so it actually ends up stripping the belt out and burning it, and it's a lot of smoke, a big mess. And basically to take care of that, all you need to do is change out the clutch in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do that. So rather than buying a whole new compressor for like $150 to $250, I just picked up a used AC compressor for $50 shipped, which is pretty good. So this guy right here came in the mail the other day, and all I'm going to do is take the front clutch off of it and swap it right onto this guy. The total cost for this project is about, for me including the belt, about $70, so it's not too bad. And so then, as I mentioned before, the other thing you're going to need is your AC belt, which you just get it for about $15 down at your local AutoZone, O'Reilly's, wherever you want to go. So I've got a combination set here. It looks like it's going to be about 10 millimeters, so we'll go ahead and take these off with 10 millimeter wrenches. So now we removed that guy. So I'm just going to set this off to the side, hang on to that. So here is our compressor, right here, and here's the tooth spot in the center. So what I'll go ahead and do is, since this one's already been taken off, I'll go ahead and just put the other one on. I'll show you guys how to do it on the, take it off on the other one. So in order to take this off, basically the main thing you gotta do is just get this guy off first here. So we'll just unscrew this. Alright, so if you get a compressor like me that's off the car, there's really nothing to hang on to, but you got to keep this from moving. So what I went ahead and did was I just used this, it's 110-pound fishing wire, and so it's pretty strong. I just wrapped it around twice around this center, this edge here, and something like this, and that way, when you get it on, you can just pull it right off like that, and it won't go anywhere. So there we go. So now that we've removed this center bolt, all you need to do, sometimes there'll be a washer here, sometimes there's not, it's okay either way. So now what you need to do is go ahead and just wiggle this outer piece, and you'll see it'll separate right along this line right here. Sometimes you really have to kind of wiggle it, and there we go. It comes right off. So now the next thing to do is going to be remove the snap ring. If you have snap ring pliers, you're pretty much already set. Okay, if you don't have snap ring pliers to get this off, you can go ahead and just use something like this, two little tools where you can just put them right in here to pull them off. And these actually work pretty well, usually. So you can work this around here. There we go. And you can kind of just work this off to get the snap ring out. So once I get the snap ring off, I actually had a press-on compressor clutch, which is fine. All you need to do is basically suspend the compressor between two things like this, so that when I hit this center rim, it'll punch the compressor out through the bottom, and this thing will come right off. And then we can finish taking off the back. So there's two types of compressors. One is a press-on, one just slides right off from what I hear. Sometimes you kind of get a little unlucky and get these press-on ones, but it's no problem. We'll just go ahead and punch it right off. So, alright, we'll go and do that. I'm just going to use something like this to seat right over that compressor. You can see it's pressing out nicely. So we're just pressing that out in the center. So now we've got that out. Pretty easy. So now the last thing to do here is going to be to remove the center. There's another snap ring right in here in the center, and we'll remove that one too. So I finally got the snap ring off. It took me about 5, maybe even 10 minutes actually. It took a while. The key to getting this off is to use something like this and really get up underneath there and pull on that so you widen the snap spring. And then actually while I did that and I widened it, I actually took a screwdriver like this and actually popped that end up. So, because it's really hard, this is a really strong snap spring because of the way it's designed right here on the side. So first thing to put on is going to be this guy right here. And you'll see that it has a little nub right there. That's going to align with a little space right here. You can't see it on this, but there's actually a little hole that this will go in. Pretty easy to do. Just slide it on, just like that. That's it. And then from here, do the difficult part of getting the getting that snap ring back on. So I'll go ahead and just wedge it, get it in there, use some screwdrivers and wedge it on, and then that's done. The next thing to do is put this thing on. I'm just going to go ahead and put a layer of grease around this and then slip it back on. This guy, the great thing is, while the one I took it off of was press-on, the car is actually a slip-on, so it actually just slips right on. Just like that. And that's it. At this point we can put this snap ring back on. And I'll just go ahead and put one corner on and then just work around with a screwdriver, which is what I had to do with the other snap ring as well. So then the last thing to do with this is basically just pop this on here, and then bolt it up with your bolt. And then from there you're pretty much done. Just run your new belt and you're good to go.